When we talk about Altronix, you know who we are. We are an industry leader for over 35 years. When you need us, we're here. So with renowned customer and technical support, our strong supply chain means our solutions are ready when you are. And no matter how long our product has been in service, we back it with a lifetime warranty. And all manufacturing takes place in our state-of-the-art facility in Brooklyn, New York. So we are truly an American brand. So today's objective is identifying Altronix solutions for applications that range from municipal surveillance, medical complexes, higher education, shipping, railway, airports, as well as utilities and government. These are traditional vertical markets where system design is key to proper system design, I should say, is key to a robust system that is going to operate properly for the long term. So real-world applications require the security professional to design security and surveillance solutions, usually with a lot of variables, but among the most common, particularly when securing large spaces and perimeters, is the availability of power. So today, we're going to present Netway Spectrum, which offers a better solution to deploy IP devices where local power is available, non-existent, or scarce. So where local power is available, deploying power devices, we call them power devices, IP devices, cameras, wireless access points, PoE transceivers. It's easy or fairly routine, when we have power available where we need to put the device. But if we throw in extended distances, it can really change the game. So when the system design requires end-to-end PoE and fiber solutions, fiber may be terminated at the rack. So here, Altronix fiber media converters are available in single port, 8-port, and 16-port models. The breakout we're looking at here is a 16-port model. It's located in the rack, and it's going to provide fiber to copper Ethernet conversion. The multi-port fiber media converter has equal numbers of gigabit fiber ports on the front and Ethernet ports on the back. So we're bringing the fiber in on one side, we're converting it to copper Ethernet on the other to bring it to the customer's network. And the SFP, or small form factor pluggable fiber module, is paired to the fiber type that we're using, so either multi-mode or single mode. And Altronix also offers a copper SFP module for various applications. If there's a need for multiple power devices at a remote end where we have local power, the Altronix multi-port hardened switch solutions make connectivity easy. So the Netway Spectrum product here is an all-in-one design, which includes the hardened switch, hardened power supply, all pre-installed in our Nema 4 IP66 weatherproof enclosure. Fiber is delivered to the remote switch from the head-end media converter that we just saw, and high voltage at the pole is delivered to the internal power supply. And each switch port now can provide selectable PoE power to the connected devices. And in models with dual gigabit SFP ports, fiber uplink and daisy chain is easily accomplished. So here we can see the fiber going to the next PoE switch, and we can now have a multitude of connected devices on fiber going back to our head end. We offer an array of single or multi-port hardened layer 2 PoE switches, some with battery backup capabilities, including a battery compartment. We have models that range, as you see, from single port all the way up to 8 ports with various wattages, and dual SFP ports. So again, the ability to bring fiber into the unit and then fiber out to the next device. At the pole locally, we're going to take the high voltage power. So in some instances, You may need a step-down transformer to bring 480 volts or 277 volts down to 115. And then we take that high voltage and we provide it in PoE to the connected devices. We also offer interior Nema 1 wall mount solutions that are great for applications such as distribution centers. If we need to drop a switch somewhere where we don't have a closet available for us, and then or really multi-tenant buildings where we want to drop one of these devices or hang it on the wall and in each hallway or each floor, and then deploy our cameras as needed. Really great for any indoor type application. So the Netway Spectrum product also includes a multitude of options, so we can supply the product in many ways, whether it's a board only, we're going to take it and install it into an existing enclosure, maybe on a job site, or if you need to design a very large enclosure solution that's going to accommodate the Altronix equipment along with some other, other manufacturers' products, we can provide you the switch by itself as a board only. We can provide it to you on a backplane, as you see here in this image, that's removable and gives us the ability to have power and the switching equipment together. So Netway Spectrum offers flexible solutions to deploy power devices leveraging fiber optic cabling and local power at the remote end. So we see here coming from our IT rack out to our remote location with fiber where we have power available. All too often though, in applications ranging from shopping center parking lots to airports and stadiums, local power is not available. So these systems are many times, the lighting systems designed where the lights are only operational, dusk till dawn, and they're on a switch inside the facility. So we don't have power available during the day, and it makes deploying mission critical security and surveillance solutions obviously more difficult. The Netway Spectrum series, though, has solutions to support pushing power to the remote devices using fiber and copper or fiber with copper. So Altronix Netway SP4P rack mount power supply and fiber media converter here allows the system designer to deliver power to the remote PDs or Netway Spectrum switches long distances using single pair copper cabling to deliver power and a separate fiber cable for data connectivity. An alternative to running separate cabling is the use of composite fiber or powered fiber, which combines single mode or multi-mode fiber along with copper wire in the same jacket. And we'll touch on that more as we move forward. An added benefit to leveraging the Altronix power sourcing equipment is many models offer a battery charging circuit. So when we leverage this with our RE2, which is a rack mount battery enclosure, the mission critical systems are going to enjoy more uptime. And it's going to ensure that vital security devices can supply data that's needed at the most crucial times. The RE2 that you see pictured here will accommodate up to 4 12-volt 7-amp-hour batteries and really can provide substantially more backup time compared to rack-centric backup. So, often the IT department will say, well, in our IT racks, we provide battery backup. And you think manufacturers such as APC or Minuteman, though that battery backup is designed to keep the rack equipment powered, but not necessarily the edge devices or connected devices. And typically that battery backup is only for a short period of time. So utilizing our power sourcing equipment here with battery backup gives you the ability to really deploy a system that is designed mission critical even for longer term AC power fail. But regardless of the cabling infrastructure used, the Altronix pro tip here is to use our Netway Spectrum range calculator. This tool can be found on our website, and it allows the designer to calculate the proper cable gauge that we're going to use based on the power needs of the devices that will be connected at the remote end. So remember here, we're pushing power on the copper pair. If we need, as you see in the screenshot here, a total of 16 watts of power at the remote end, and we choose to try 16 gauge copper wire, we now have the ability to send that power a maximum distance of 2,624 feet. Okay, this tool takes into account voltage drop. It provides distances in feet or meters, and it also gives a user the ability to print and save the system calculation log to be used for submittals or future reference, and also have something to refer back to if there's certain locations where we are going to use a different gauge copper because of the distance or the wattage required compared to others. The Netway SP4P or Netway SP4PX delivers the necessary power and converts fiber to copper Ethernet for connectivity to the network. So here, this is the power sourcing equipment and fiber media converter in one. It is a 4-port version. We have different wattages on the two models here. The take-home is the ability to deliver up to 120 watts out of a port on a copper pair to our remote end, our hardened switching equipment and powered devices. When the proper power sourcing equipment and copper pair is used, up to 120 watts of power can be delivered over a single pair of copper to any of our Netway Spectrum hardened switches. So now multiple PDs, power devices, can be deployed in any application where local power is not available. So again, pushing 120 watts to this Netway Spectrum product here, if we've got 4 devices connected, we could conceivably have a maximum of 30 watts or PoE plus available per device. Or companies such as Belden, Superior Essex, General Cable, they now provide standard offerings of composite fiber cable. So I touched on it earlier, composite fiber, or also known as powered fiber, is single mode or multi-mode fiber in the same jacket with copper wiring. So this gives the ability to design a system based on the wattages required to deliver the necessary power. And generally speaking, the composite or hybrid cable, powered fiber cable is available standard in 12 to 18 gauge, but every one of those manufacturers mentioned will make a custom cabling as well, specific to your needs. So when delivering power from the head end to remote devices, our multi-port hardened layer 2 PoE switches are available without an integral power supply. So here we're showing a Nema 4 enclosure, our hardened switch inside. Because we're pushing power from the head end, we're going to deliver fiber right to the switch. We're going to land that copper pair right to the switch and provide PoE out to the connected devices. So 3-port, 4-port, and 8-port models with up to 2 fiber links are available. And when we look at smaller deployments and or tighter spaces, you think like mounted in the base of a light pole or inside an emergency phone tower, that's going to call for a compact hardened media converters. And our single port model, that you see here, supports 24 to 56 volts DC power in, and it's going to provide 30 watts PoE plus out, and of course include the fiber link. It's also available in a 2-port version. So now we can deliver that voltage right to the SP2P, and we have 2 ports that we can get up to 30 watts or PoE plus out. Altronix is the first to bring to market compact hardened media converters designed to leverage the new 802.3 BT PoE standard. So for any of you who are not familiar, the 802.3 BT standard was ratified at the end of 2018, and it now allows PDs, power devices, to call for up to 90 watts of power from the power sourcing equipment. It's also known as 4P PoE, as you see on the screen. That stands for 4-pair power over Ethernet, as we're using all 4 pairs inside the Cat6 or higher cable to deliver power, and in this case, a copper pair to our SP1BT. Having 802.3 BT power and an all-in-one outdoor Nema 4 IP66 enclosure is awesome when we have to design a system with a compatible device. And it should be noted, though, that backwards compatibility means that any IEEE powered device can be deployed in the harshest environment. So whether it's 802.3 AF, 802.3 AT, or the new BT standard, all those devices will work. Altronix offers a wide array of products designed to support link technology. You might have seen the logo in the hardened switching call outs there. Link technology is the ability to monitor, control, and report power. And with embedded link technology, the Netway Spectrum solutions, they're going to now give unparalleled insight into system operation and control of the connected devices to the benefit of a lower total cost of ownership, the ability for remote troubleshooting, diagnosis, and repair without having to roll a vehicle to a site potentially. That's going to improve the profitability of the service department, again, lower the total cost of ownership for the end customer. And for systems integrators that rely on an RMR structure, you can increase your RMR by providing health monitoring using Link. So to take this one step further, we've got VLAN available in these multi-port models to segregate the network, and you have the ability to pulse a device or power cycle a device. So if we have a wireless transceiver, which is actually sending the data back to the head end when we're using a local power scenario, we can easily power cycle that transceiver, bring it down, bring it back up, all from a web interface. The result with Link technology, the end result is more uptime, and that's what everyone's looking for. In summary, the Netway Spectrum offers flexible solutions to deploy IP devices where local power is not available by leveraging our power sourcing equipment designed to push power over single pair copper with data connectivity via fiber or all-in-one fiber cabling, composite fiber. And Altronix is more than just power. So let us support you in delivering the best to your end customers, whether it's Link technology to increase ROI, any added accessories, mounting magnets, modules to complete a full system. Our products meet the latest compliance measures for use in government and multinational corporate installations. All products manufactured in Brooklyn, New York, and delivered to you with the industry's best lifetime warranty.